right into this world all alone. God takes your soul, you're on your own. The crow flies straight, a perfect line on the devil's bed.
A movie theater where 12 people were killed and nearly 60 were wounded.
Can you keep a secret? Will you hold your hand among the flames?
I interviewed 2 different people who have experienced violence firsthand and asked them about their thoughts on the topic. So tell me, why do you think so many people believe that media causes violence?
Every aspect of a person's life determines their personality and behavior. A child that grows up to be violent, more likely to commit crimes, may have experienced neglect from their parents while growing up, or peer influence. It's important to look at a person's daily life before blaming it on something like media that is used for entertainment and to consume time, not to breed serial killers and bank robbers.
Tell me, why do people continue to use media if they know the consequences of potentially acting more aggressive than before?
Many people use media platforms as an outlet for stress or to get away from constant movement in everyday life. It's also common to use media such as video games to challenge oneself in an isolated world that they would not experience otherwise. My movies, for example, are very violent, but take place in a fantasy world known as Gotham City.
Why do you think people blame media for tragedies, crime, and aggressive behavior? Society creates something known as a folk devil. This is a term that refers to something that fabricates a problem with something such as media to find a reason for societal problems. People are creating theories without looking at the exact evidence that violent media causes aggressive behavior. You disagree with these beliefs? Yes. Media is so influential that it has the power to do great things. Not only does it preoccupy people and therefore take them out of potential situations to be harmed or harm another person, but it can be used to share messages with consumers that may otherwise be hard to share. Education could be greatly improved by incorporating media into schoolwork. By introducing less exciting topics through a form of media that the students can actively participate in, they are more likely to retain the information and be excited about learning. One of the main concerns about avid video game players is that they would increase in aggressive behavior due to the amount of violence in the video game they play, and how much they play it. It is assumed that a child who plays violent video games often is influenced to act the exact same way as the characters do in the games. However, it is not likely that they would like to shoot a gun just as well as they do in the video game. Penn and Teller conducted an experiment testing the difference between actively participating in media such as video games and shooting a gun in real life. The results are as follows. After only shooting the gun once, he refused to do it again. The experiences of playing a video game and shooting a gun in real life are cognitively different. Children begin watching violent media at very young ages, and the main concern about it is that they will be unable to distinguish right from wrong. The truth is, being at such a vulnerable age, they are still able to learn from their mistakes later on in life and learn what is socially acceptable. With the amount of media being consumed every day, companies must begin utilizing its influential nature to keep crime rates low, use in education, and provide coping mechanisms for its consumers.
Out of my mind, and some kind of